What would happen if gravity suddenly disappeared? Think about it for a moment. Right now you are sitting or standing completely unaware of a force that has been acting on you every second of your life. You do not see it, you do not hear it, but it is always there. Gravity. Now imagine this. In the very next second gravity disappears. No warning, no sound, no explosion. Just gone. What happens next? At first nothing feels dramatic. There is no sudden shockwave, no flash of light. But then something strange begins. Your body starts to feel lighter. Not like jumping on a trampoline, not like being underwater. But like something fundamental has changed. If you were sitting on a chair, you begin to drift away from it. If you were standing, your feet slowly lose contact with the ground. There is no longer any force pulling you down. You are floating. Everything around you begins to do the same. Your phone lifts off the table, a cup of water stretches and forms a floating blob, dust rises into the air and never settles again. But here is something important. You do not shoot upward instantly. Instead you move based on whatever motion you already had. If you were completely still, you float slowly. If you were walking, you glide forward. If you were jumping, you keep going up. There is no down anymore. Direction loses meaning. Up and down stop existing. Now imagine this happening everywhere on Earth at the exact same time. People inside buildings begin drifting into ceilings. Cars lose contact with roads and start sliding uncontrollably. Airplanes do not crash, but they lose control because lift depends on gravity. Now something even more dramatic begins. The atmosphere starts to escape. Gravity is what keeps air wrapped around Earth. Without it, the gases begin drifting away into space. At first you can still breathe. But the air is thinning. Every second there is less oxygen around you. Breathing becomes harder. Meanwhile, oceans begin to rise. Not like waves. Not like floods. Entire oceans slowly lift off the surface. Massive bodies of water detach from Earth and float upward into the sky. Imagine looking up and seeing the ocean above you. Fish swimming in midair. Waves frozen into giant floating shapes. Rivers stop flowing. Water leaves its path and drifts away. Rain no longer falls. Clouds break apart and disappear into space. Back on land, buildings begin to fail. Not because they explode, but because they were built with gravity in mind. Every structure depends on weight and balance. Remove gravity and that balance is gone. Walls begin to separate. Objects inside buildings float and collide. Glass shatters silently as pieces drift apart. Now time passes. Minutes go by. The sky begins to change. It is no longer blue. The blue color of the sky comes from sunlight scattering in the atmosphere. But now the atmosphere is disappearing. So the sky turns black. Even though the sun is still shining. You begin to see stars in the daytime. The sun looks sharper and more intense. There is no soft glow anymore. Just direct harsh light. Temperatures start to change. Without atmosphere to trap heat, some places begin to freeze. Other places exposed directly to sunlight become extremely hot. There is no longer a stable climate. Now let us think bigger. The moon. The moon orbits Earth because of gravity. Without gravity, the moon does not orbit anymore. It continues moving in a straight line into space. Earth loses its tides. The rhythm of oceans disappears. Night becomes darker without the moon reflecting sunlight. But something even more important happens. Earth itself stops orbiting the sun. Right now Earth is constantly falling toward the sun but moving sideways fast enough to stay in orbit. Remove gravity and that balance is gone. Earth flies off in a straight line. We are no longer part of the solar system. We become a wandering planet drifting through space. Time continues. Hours pass. The atmosphere is almost completely gone. Breathing is no longer possible. Without oxygen humans cannot survive. Within minutes most life on Earth would be gone. Even if you had a spacesuit your situation would not improve much. You would still be floating with no way to control your movement. No ground to return to. No direction to follow. Just endless drifting. Now think even deeper. Gravity does not just hold things on Earth. It holds Earth itself together. The planet is formed because gravity pulls all its mass toward the center. Without gravity that force disappears. The core, the mantle, the crust. They all begin to separate. At first slowly. Then more noticeably. Chunks of rock break away. Mountains lose their structure. Oceans already gone. Atmosphere gone. Now the planet itself starts dissolving. Earth turns into a cloud of debris. Rocks, metal, dust all drifting apart. There is no longer a planet. Just scattered pieces moving through space. Now zoom out even further. Gravity is not only important for Earth. It is the force that shapes the entire universe. Stars exist because gravity pulls gas together until nuclear fusion begins. Without gravity stars cannot exist. If gravity suddenly disappeared everywhere stars would break apart. Galaxies would collapse into chaos. Planets would never form. Solar systems would disappear. Everything would drift endlessly. No structure, no orbits, no stability. Just particles moving through space forever. Gravity is what gives the universe shape. It is what allows time and space to create order. Without it there is no system. No planets. No life. Now come back to you. Right now. Sitting there. Feeling normal. You do not feel gravity pulling you. But it is there. Holding you to Earth. Keeping the air around you. Keeping oceans in place. Keeping the planet together. Keeping Earth in orbit around the sun. Keeping the sun bound inside a galaxy. And that galaxy held within the universe. All because of gravity. If it disappeared everything would not explode. Everything would simply drift away. Slowly. Silently. Completely. And the most surprising part. This invisible force that you never notice. Is the reason you are alive right now. Every breath you take, every step you make, every moment you exist. Depends on gravity. Without it. There is no ground, no air, no world. Only endless space. And silence.